Hello, welcome to Coach's Corner, 2008-2009 season. I'm Coach Domagowski, and this is Coach Wilkes right here. Another year has come and gone, and it was a very successful year. Second team in school history to win regionals, close to winning conference. Really came together as a team this year. Finished at 16-8, 8-4 in conference. And it was a special year in a lot of different ways. What was a good moment for you, Coach?
I got a couple of them. Of course, as always, one of them was against Waterford. The second time we played them after not playing our best game the first time we played them, but the second time we went out there and we needed to get that game, and we put our minds to it. And I thought as a team we played very, very well. A lot of people stepped up and had big games in that game. We kind of had them put them away and let them back in just a little bit, but in the end took care of business. That was one of my big games for the year.
And to end that, you know, how miserable we felt after the first time we played them, to come back and play well and on their parents' night and take over that game, to come and actually they tied the game up and to win that game. That was a big win for us. I thought the first game against Delavan Darien, the win, the way we won, and they were the big team on the block, or however you want to say it, and they beat us by 30 in the regionals the year before, and just to dominate that entire game, I thought that was real cool. And also one of my favorite moments, and it didn't hit me until now after the season's done, but I watched the end of the Delavan game when we won the regional championship, and to see our kids and the players just hugging each other and how happy everybody was. To me, I'll never forget that moment, and holding that regional trophy up to the crowd and hearing them roar and letting the whole team hold it up and seeing people crying. You can't replace that. You know, that's one of the reasons why we do what we do, for that one moment.
Yeah, to me that was a big game. I thought, you know, we missed winning conference by, you know, a couple free throws or a big shot here or there. We had two chances to sock it away and couldn't quite get it done. But you know, we got the regional championship over them. I thought that was big for our program. Yeah, there's just a lot of cool moments in that game, and you know, I always tell the girls to enjoy it. Make sure you take in the ambiance of what's happening, and the crowd was awesome. So, yeah, very big game.
I'd like to take a moment now to talk about our two seniors, Bailey Schwartz and Jackie Servey. Bailey Schwartz, to this day I can remember in the summer league at South Milwaukee High School, her talking to me and being sort of iffy on how she's going to help the team, and she was concerned about whether she was going to play, and she just wanted to be the defensive shutdown person. And I'm very proud of her, how she has formed into a very good varsity basketball player, and you can just see her getting better and better, and her confidence rising from sophomore to junior year, and then of course junior to senior year. On defense, just doing a great job of holding down the best player, and when we played our zone, just flying all over the place. And to me, I thought she was a pleasure to have at practice and made things fun. A little bit of drama, but I mean, what a great person to have at practice, and you know, I'm going to miss her attitude and her gameplay.
Yeah. I remember picking up Bailey to play Sparks with us when she was in 5th or 6th grade there, and thinking she was going to be our next dominant center. She was a big girl then, no longer a big girl, but you know, just a very awesome varsity basketball player.
Any drama back then?
Not as much drama, but you know, you could tell it was in there somewhere.
She must have developed that again. But anyway.
You know, and you know, I think one of my really good memories of her will be the last game of the year, when that was by far her, maybe not by far her best game, but one of her best. That was definitely one of her best games of the year. Shut that cold girl down, and just played a very awesome game that day. What a way to go out.
And now I'd like to talk about Jackie Servey. We've had the privilege of coaching her for 4 years. as a freshman, she didn't score a lot, but as a sophomore, became a starter on a team that won conference and was a big part of us winning that conference championship. I still remember against Waterford at home, her going coast to coast and scoring on a three-point play and everyone giving her high fives. For whatever reason, that's engraved in my head of one of the great moments that she had, especially that year when she helped us win that conference championship. And this year, with Alyssa Thomas getting hurt, coming through and bringing up the ball and just accepting a different role, and she never complained about it, just kept on going. I mean, how cool is that? Her scoring went down a little bit because of it, but she sort of carried us on her back a little bit and helped us win a regional championship. And, I was just talking earlier about watching the film and what I remember. I remember her holding up that regional championship, and I hope she remembers that because that's what it's all about. That's why she put in the time, and I'm very proud of her.
Yeah, I agree with you. That Waterford game when she was a sophomore, that's a big one. I remember rifling a pass from half court to somebody underneath the hoop. I don't even remember who it was, and that was part of the turnaround in that Waterford game when we stuck it to the Waterford when she was a sophomore. But what a leader! Awesome job this year. Will be greatly missed.
Now that we have achieved a lot of goals this year, for example, winning a regional championship and going into sectionals, our goals are set pretty high for next year. And I think those are all achievable goals. Our girls coming back next year are only going to get better. The girls that are leaving, our two seniors, will greatly be missed. But we will move on, and I think with practice and working out this summer and playing all those games like we usually do, I think we have a chance to make a state run again next year. And I know every single girl that's coming back next year has that opportunity to step up and be a big-time player.
I've been saying for several years that we need to keep knocking on the door to go to state, and I think this was, this last 3 or 4 years we're right there, and we just keep knocking on that door, and pretty soon it's going to open and we're going to get our chance. So just keep working hard, and we're going to get there.
Our expectations for next year is to get beyond regionals. A great event this year, but as coaches and as players, we always want a little bit more. And it's not reaching for a pie in the sky. I think this is a very attainable goal, and I can't wait to see what it holds for us in the future.
One other thing is, as we talk about how awesome our program is, and it's kind of cool to talk to other coaches and what they think about our program, and they have some awesome things to say about our program in general. How we have tradition here and all that kind of stuff. The West Osho Central coach is always, giving us kudos for what we got going on here, and how our girls play in the off season and are dedicated to our program. So good job, girls.